Do you believe wholeheartedly that Jay-Z your father?
I really do. And if it's not, why you can't prove me wrong? Like, it's not as far as a proving me wrong thing. It's go to the courtroom and basically do what everybody else would have to do.
Yeah. Are you scared for your life? You know, it's unfortunate that you were shot at. I'm glad that you were okay from that. Do you think that was a situation where you were targeted? And if so, are you scared for your life?
No, I'm not scared for my life. I mean, it was a scary situation. And I'm not pointing no fingers. I'm just asking everybody, all the judges or anybody who's working on the case, to do what's right and do their job the correct way, even if you overlook something or didn't see something. Everybody makes mistakes, as I said before, but you know, it's time to actually do your job. And my mom had to sit down with me. I guess she thought I was old enough to know now, and she was saying Sean Carter, that's what she was calling him at first before she was calling it Jay-Z, and I really didn't know who that was because I was young, and you know, had my little brother, and I really wasn't worrying about it. She was saying it a lot, but I really just was going along with the person I was just seeing, like the person I looked at who was taking care of me at that time. I really wasn't really trying to understand what my mom was talking about, but she constantly put it in my head like, son, it's not your father, and I really want you to know it is. This person is your father.
Came when a friend of mine who knew her, somebody in her camp, and she said something supposedly, this is all hearsay, about regarding saying Rymir needs to go away little boy, something to that effect. There was something out there with the song they made. And then next thing I know, somebody was at my property. Somebody came to my property in the evening time and had a conversation about trying to get in through the back door.
So Jay-Z is back in the headlines, and not for music. A judge just gave the green light for Rymir, the man claiming to be his son, to move forward with a paternity case. Even wilder, the judge is now demanding Jay-Z respond to the filing by July 18th. And guess who's been hyping this whole situation? None other than 50 Cent. Of course it's him. He never skips a chance to stir the pot. But wait, it gets juicier. Nicki Minaj jumped in too. She reposted 50's post on X and added, "Is this why he was trending the other day? I don't know. To God be the glory. Like, what's even going on here?" But hold up. There's talk that Beyoncé is allegedly trying to block the whole case. Reports say she's quietly influencing things behind the scenes, just like Rymir's godmother once claimed. Now, that's a twist no one saw coming. And here's where it really starts sounding like a movie. Reports are flying around that the judge only pushed this case forward because Jay-Z might be tied up in some shady dealings. Allegedly, there's talk of a disturbing scheme involving secret transport, and somehow that's how Rymir came into the picture. The wildest part? Folks are saying Jay-Z's been dodging the case because deep down, he knows Rymir is his son. Now think about this. Jay-Z usually shuts down any false accusations fast. Remember when rumors popped up about him and Diddy allegedly being involved with a 13-year-old?
Has been through some trauma and some of with Rock Nation, with Desiree Perez, with other individuals. What I can say about that is I've witnessed and heard a lot of things. Again, it's hearsay, right? So it doesn't even matter. And that's why I'm not even going to go into detail with that. If I have the opportunity to speak with Nicki, would love to connect with her on that. But I've kind of seen, just like you firsthand, how they've they've abused of her platform, they abused her talents, they've abused of her freedom of speech, they've abused her family, they've attacked her husband, they've attacked her child, and it's sad. It's really sad. Somebody so resourceful, talented, high profile as Nicki Minaj being targeted. It should really scare the American people. It should really scare you guys too, right? Because I'm the daughter, so it's like at this point, if it's happening to me, I think she's really outspoken, and I'm grateful that she's being outspoken on it, because I think she's almost seeing it like, well, it happened to me, it's happening to her, let me speak up on it. Nobody is safe right now. And she's fed up. I think she's fed up because
Jay-Z's team cleared his name with lightning speed. But with this Rymir situation, silence. Not even a courtroom appearance. That's got people raising eyebrows. Sources say Jay-Z's legal team has been working behind the scenes to bury this whole thing. like trying every trick in the book to stall or shut it down. But Rymir? He's not backing off. It looks like he might finally get that paternity test after years of waiting. This thing is snowballing, and the clock is ticking. July 18th could be the day everything starts unraveling. I got my hands on the court docs, and yep, it's official. The judge straight up ordered Jay-Z to respond to the latest filing in the Lily Coley versus Sean Corey Carter case. It says, "For the foregoing reasons, the court grants the ex parte application and orders that defendant's deadline to respond to plaintiff's complaints be extended to July 18th, 2025. Boom! It's on paper. Now let's get into the messy backstory Rymir has been telling for years. According to him, his mother, Wanda, had a fling with Jay-Z back in 1992 at his aunt's place in Brooklyn. Jay allegedly scooped her up from Philly, and Wanda said they used protection, but it failed. And boom, she got pregnant. After that night, Jay supposedly came by once 2 weeks later, then vanished. She had no clue how to contact him after that. Rymir says he found out about this when he was around 8 years old. That's when Wanda told him she believed Jay-Z was his father. At first, Wanda's live-in boyfriend, Robert Graves, was listed on Rymir's birth certificate. But in 2011, that all changed after a DNA test proved Robert wasn't the father. He got legally removed, and that's when things really started heating up. Wanda reportedly told Rymir she had only ever been with 2 men, Robert and Jay-Z. So if Robert wasn't it, well, all signs point to Jay. And that's where things get even more complicated. Word on the street is, Jay-Z has been ducking the paternity test for a serious reason. Because when he allegedly slept with Wanda, she was only 16 and he was 22. If that's true, he could be facing way more than just a court order. We're talking legal trouble from the past. Even Wanda's godmother confirmed the drama. She said,
Got these lawyers that just frauding and pit anything they doing, anything they want basically in the courtroom, and the judges is just allowing this to go on. I honestly believe that both of them should be hold it responsible for this, because you guys, this is you guys' job, and if the judge can't see this or overlook it, I can understand a mistake, but just throughout the years, this continue to overlook fraud is just craziness to me. Like, come on, it's right there in your face. If you can't see that, then I don't know what else we can do to help you guys believe that it's something crazy going on with this case. Honestly, I just want everybody in the world just to keep their eyes open and just watch things that happen, that just like how things unfold, because it's crazy. It really is crazy. These judges, these lawyers, this fraud, this collusion, who knows what it's for, money or friendships or whatever they got going on. But I can honestly say that we should never go in the courtroom feeling like we're already the victims and we did nothing wrong.
I got a call from his in-house lawyer, and they were very helpful. We thought we'd resolve this quietly. They even talked about Rymir's music, maybe even signing him to Jay's label, but they said he had to finish high school first, so I said no. Then, out of nowhere, new lawyers came in and everything changed. Their tone, cold, distant. She added, "I think they realized there was more at stake for Sean, given that Wanda was not of age." And the craziest part? If Jay-Z really is the father, it would mean he took a 16-year-old girl across state lines, from Philly to Brooklyn, for that hookup. That's a whole different level of serious. This isn't just about paternity anymore, it's turning into something way deeper. Now this right here, it's a whole other mess. Wanda actually tried to make Jay-Z take responsibility way back in the day. She even filed a civil lawsuit for child support. But guess what? It got tossed out because she filed it in the wrong state and never refiled it again. Just like that, it vanished. Jay-Z's lawyer at the time claimed that Jay wasn't even considered an interested party when it came to custody of Rymir. So Wanda was blocked from pushing it further. That's when Rymir picked up the fight himself. But it didn't go easy. Not at all. He said the whole system felt stacked against him, and he firmly believes Jay-Z was using his money to grease palms, paying off lawyers and judges to keep the case buried. Things got so wild, Rymir even took it all the way to the Supreme Court. but they rejected the case, saying they didn't have the power to reopen decisions made in the appeals court or to unseal records from the trial court. Still, Rymir wasn't giving up. He refiled it in the appellate division of the New Jersey Superior Court and kept pushing. But this whole process? It's been a nightmare. Jay-Z's legal team pulled every trick in the book. They argued that Jay-Z couldn't be forced to take a DNA test in New Jersey because he didn't live there or own any property in the state. That was their loophole. And legally, Rymir had no way to force Jay-Z into a paternity test. It was a wall he couldn't break. Until now. Rymir recently came with receipts, and they were fire. He posted proof that Tina Knowles, Beyoncé's mom, admitted in her own book that Jay-Z actually did own property in New Jersey at the time all this was going down. So all that legal talk about not having ties to the state looks like a lie. And now? With the judge finally letting the case move forward, things are heating up for real. Thousands of people are backing Rymir, and this time, he's got heavy hitters like 50 Cent and Nicki Minaj helping shine a spotlight on the whole thing. This could be Rymir's moment to finally get answers, and Jay-Z might just have to face it all head on. Let me tell you, Nicki Minaj is going all in on Jay-Z, and she is not easing up. She's been stepping on his neck with zero hesitation. Just recently, she reposted an explosive interview featuring Dree Hadley, the estranged daughter of Roc Nation CEO Desiree Perez. And the tea? Whew! Dry is out here suing her own mother for allegedly forcing her into a mental institution. In the interview, she claimed Roc Nation didn't just come for her, they went after Nicki too. According to Dree, Roc Nation tried to sabotage Nicki's whole career and even stripped her of her freedom of speech. And that's not all. Dree said they've targeted Nicki's family, her man, her child, all of it. She even warned that what they're doing should scare the American people. That's how serious this is. Nicki's been real vocal lately. She's opening up about how she feels like Jay-Z and his crew have been blocking her professionally. And that's the real reason she hasn't been dropping music. She's been hinting that powerful folks behind the scenes are trying to destroy her relationship with Kenneth Petty too. She claims people have been lying to him and using friends in high places to mess with their marriage. And there's more. Nicki said social media platforms are shadow banning both her account and her fans' accounts, all to damage her brand and shut her down. Oh, and she didn't stop there. She straight up exposed that Jay-Z owes her money. Like, what is even happening behind the scenes? Now, Nicki's jumped straight into Rymir's drama too. She's applying real pressure, adding fuel to the fire, and backing the push for Jay-Z to finally take that paternity test. With the way this is unfolding, it's looking more and more like it might actually happen. And Rymir could finally get closure. Still, while people like Nicki and 50 Cent are backing Rymir, there are folks raising questions. What does Rymir really want? Is this about money? Or is it just about getting the truth out there? What's the real motive behind it all? One thing's for sure. This saga is far from over, and it's only getting louder. All right, now let's break down what Rymir himself is saying. Because this case isn't just about wanting Jay-Z to suddenly step up and play dad. Nope. According to Rymir, it's deeper than that. He claims the real fight is about corrupt judges and being denied fair due process, which allegedly caused his family to lose thousands thanks to fraudulent court orders. He says those shady court orders are still being used to snatch money. And even worse, they led to illegal liens being slapped on their home. That's some serious legal foul play, if true. And here's what really hits. Rymir says, "I don't want money or anything like that from Jay-Z. I just want him to finally tell the truth to the world. If you say I'm not your son and nothing happened with my mom, then just take the test." Like, how hard is it to do that? He's calling it out plain and simple. If Jay-Z's being honest, why is his first answer always no whenever a paternity test is mentioned? Now Rymir wants clarity on a few major points, and they're not small. That Jay-Z allegedly took Wanda across state lines when she was just 16, from Philly to Brooklyn, where things went down. That Jay-Z's lawyers lied in court, later claiming they misspoke. That Jay-Z denied all of this in court, even though he reportedly tried to settle the matter privately years ago. And this one's wild. Rymir claims someone tried to take him out after he filed the civil suit. He said shots were fired at him, showed pics of his damaged car and claimed something was planted in his vehicle before a police stop. That's some serious intimidation. And guess what? These same tactics? They've been mentioned before, just like what Dree Hadley said about Roc Nation and CEO Desiree Perez. It's all starting to look like a pattern, and it's got folks talking. Everything's heating up, and Jay-Z's been officially ordered by the court to respond. That deadline's closing in, and it's about to get real. So what do you think? Is this about justice, a deeper truth, or something else entirely? Let's talk about it in the comments below. And if you're loving this kind of drama, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss the next twist. Catch you in the next one. This is Juice Alert, and the tea is never cold.